I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The vision of Doral Academy Charter Middle High School is to set the standard for outstanding student achievement while providing a safe and nurturing academic environment.
Rise and shine, Firebirds. I'm Marcelo Villarojito. Today is Friday, December 4th, 2020, and welcome back to our 11th edition of our weekly show, The Rise. This weekend is going to be a continuation of the cold front we experienced this week with a high of 82 and a low of 59. There will be some scattered thunderstorms, but hopefully nothing that will affect the holiday mood. Coming up on today's show, our performing arts program captured, painted, and projected for all to see. Some ways to trick your brain into getting it together and getting to work. Some insight on the POV of 2020's most essential item, the mask. A recap of everything you may have missed this week on social media, and last but not least, your announcements for the week. All this and more coming up on this edition of The Rise. In national news, the United States reported its highest record of COVID cases this Wednesday, with 2,800 deaths reported across the country. The pandemic peak in April had reported 2,400 deaths per day, confirming quotes from experts saying that the fall surge would be deadly. Large cities such as Los Angeles have warned citizens to hunker down in order to prevent the spread of the disease around the holiday season, saying that they will run out of hospital beds by Christmas if the current cases continue. In local news, this Tuesday, our Miami Heat released their new uniforms, keeping with the Vice theme. The team has stated that this is their final design and that the full name for the uniform is Vice Versa. They wanted to portray a feeling and emotion, keeping in touch with the fast-paced Miami environment. The uniform will be shipped to all players by May 15th and will be worn for the 2020-2021 season. Our performing arts program has grown every year, whether it be through the stroke of an artist's brush or the voices of our singers. It is made up of passionate teachers, students, and those who support them by attending film festivals and art exhibitions. Here's Alaya Mendoza with the story.
Expressing yourself through art is something that Doral Academy prioritizes. And with performing arts auditions coming up, here's a look at Doral's creative branch.
So we've just opened the performing art auditions, and the deadline is January 15th. This year the process is going to be slightly different because all the auditions are going to happen online. Students will submit their auditions through two main venues. One is the Art Out app, and that will be for some of our performing arts strands, and the others will submit a video through a Dropbox.
Although auditions will be held a little differently this year due to the circumstances, accepted students are looking forward to reaping the many benefits performing arts brings to Doral.
So I think being in performing arts has really affected my high school experience in a very positive way. I'm constantly surrounded by people that have my same interests. I've made so many friends out of this. It's really taught me how to express myself in so many different ways and share my story and other stories with my peers.
Having a program like the Performing Arts here in Doral Academy brings a lot to the school. It brings a certain energy, a livelihood, a camaraderie among the students.
In our school, we have practicing artists. We have artists that are going to take those students and show them that you're always going to be an artist regardless. Even if you decide to be a doctor or a lawyer, if you want to go into politics, you're always going to keep art deep in your heart. And we are lucky to have you in our school.
Firebirds, get ready to unleash your inner artist and showcase your talent. Signing off from Firebird TV, I'm Alaya Mendoza, reporting.
The human brain is a funny thing that most of us don't really fully understand. All we can do is put our best foot forward to pay attention in school and expand our knowledge. But this motivation can be hard to come by at times. Luckily, we have Maria Gonzalez to give us a few psychological tips to get the gears in your brain turning all throughout the online semester.
Okay, well, I've just been doing super bad at school. My grades are going down and I just feel unmotivated all the time and I feel like I just can't do my homework and what do I do? Right. I noticed this has been happening to a lot of students over the past couple of months of online learning. It can definitely not be easy looking at a computer screen every single day. But luckily for you, as a therapist, I've gathered some tips over the years on how to help you with this new unusual school year. Okay, yeah. I can get behind that. Where do I start? Right. First, let's start with a hierarchy of needs. This is a theory set up by Abraham Maslow, where you can organize what's most important to you in reaching self-actualization, or being the best person you can be. For some, it's going to college, while for others, it's going to be an athlete. First, try to find out what's on top of your pyramid to define your motivation and goals. After that, try to figure out your learning style. There are visual, auditory, linguistic, and kinesthetic learners. Each person retains information differently, and finding out what style you like can make studying feel a lot easier and even fun at times. Lastly, when you actually get to studying, give yourself rewards from time to time. To help push to keep you studying and working hard towards your goal, practice positive reinforcement. This in psychology is when you reward yourself with 5 minutes of phone time, getting a snack, or doing whatever makes you happy. Almost like a hobby. Oh my god. Thank you. This is actually going to help so much. Now I actually feel like I know how to study. How do you know so much? Well, we are the same person, so shouldn't you be asking yourself, how do I know so much? Yeah, I gotta really stop talking to myself and start studying. Signing off, I'm Mary Gonzalez.
Amidst a global pandemic, you shouldn't be going anywhere without your mask on. Do you ever wonder how that piece of fabric became a global sensation overnight? Well, let's see what the superstar has to say.
Hey, someone's coming. Someone's coming. Pick me. No.
Pick me.
Pick me.
Pick me.
You know you want me. Pick me.
Pick me.
No. Pick me. Me. Oh, come on. Yes.
Coffee for Leilani.
Please help me.
Most of us swipe through social media every day, on TikTok for laughs and on Twitter for the informational content. But just in case you missed anything on your timeline this week, here's Jimena Licona to catch you up.
Good morning, Firebirds. I'm Jimena Licona. As the world keeps spinning, it's hard to catch up. Here's what's been trending on all of your favorite social media platforms. Trending on Twitter is Latin artist Bad Bunny, as he came out last week with his new album, El Último Tour del Mundo. Conspiracies arise as fans suspect that this might be the last and final tour of his career. Mario Kart fans all over the world are posting on Instagram about the world's first Super Nintendo World, which is set to open inside the Universal Studios Japan theme park in Osaka on February 4th of 2021. As 2020 comes to an end, Spotify always reminds us of the songs, artists, and albums that made our year. You can go on the app to see how many minutes of music you've listened to, the most listened song on repeat, and many more things with this annual feature. That's all for today, Firebirds. Now time for your announcements.
There will be a boys soccer game today at LaSalle at 7. There will be a girls basketball game today at Westminster at 7:30 p.m. There will be a boys basketball game today at Doral with JV playing at 6 and varsity at 7:30. There will be a National English Honor Society meeting on Tuesday at 4 p.m. in Mr. Montenegro's Zoom room. That's all for this edition of The Rise. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media at Firebird TV to keep up with all the latest updates. Happy Friday, and from all of us here at FBTV, we hope you have a wonderful weekend.